Hello, my name is Erica Danielle. This is Heartbreak Hotel Check-In. Sorry, let's start over. Hello, this is Erica Danielle. This is Heartbreak Hotel, where you check in to check out. We are currently reading Married to the Backslider, that is available on Amazon.com, also BarnesandNobles.com. We are getting near the end, guys. This is episode 11. I hope you are enjoying, and let's get into it. Okay. Episode 11, Reconciliation. It was Saturday morning and I was up early. I had cleaned the whole house and made Joe breakfast. I left it in the microwave, French toast. I knew he couldn't resist. Even though we were not on good terms, I was determined to still perform my wifely duties. I loved him. However, I did not know if he was still going to stay married to me. So my god sister came and picked me up to go looking for apartments. I hated riding with Alicia. She drove like a crazy woman in her tiny Lexus coupe. I looked at several one-bedroom apartments and fell in love with a one-bedroom loft. The bedroom was upstairs with the living and laundry and dining rooms downstairs. For a moment, I really saw myself living there. It was completely on the other side of town, on the bus route, and I liked the idea of sleeping upstairs. I started to envision how I would decorate my new apartment. I was set on moving there. Y'all, I remember that apartment and it looked nice. It was nice. We went back to Alicia to crunch numbers. Shandi, my other god sister, came over with a bottle of wine. Put that dang dog up, Lily, I said. I hated that barking dog, which is why I didn't even want to think of rooming with my big sis. Lily, Shandi, and I were like the North Carolina Real Housewives main characters. We all had worked at the mall while in college. I was a freshman. Shani was getting her master's in business and administration, and Lily was getting her doctorate in business and human resources. They both went to Shaw, and I went to St. Aug. They were cousins and had immediately adopted me into their family as their baby sister. We had been close for over 10 years. Lily was divorced with no kids, just her dog, Juju, annoying miniature pincher. She and Derek had been married for 7 years. When he decided that he was going to quit working, she handled it like a trooper. For 2 years, running the real estate company, cleaning businesses, landscaping, all by herself. I even came in to help out when she needed. But after a while, she became fed up and realized she was tired of taking care of a grown man who came to her with nothing and had now decided to do nothing. So she changed the locks and put him out with everything that he had brought to the relationship in the past 9 years: a flat screen TV, his clothes, an Xbox, and a container full of games. Sad thing, but she was content and finally happy again. She shopped to fill her spare time. Shandi was married with 3 boys. She and Dante had met in high school and had been married for 10 years. They lived downtown in a penthouse on the top floor. Dante had been a professional NFL player for 2 years, but injured before his career really took off. Shandi was smart and had invested most of the money and paid off the condo and cars. She had used the money to start her She Bling brand of women clothing. She had a boutique on the first floor of her building, and things were going well. Her only problem was that she wanted a girl, but Dante didn't want any more children. He was always training, hoping to get back into the pros, and was glad the boys were finally old enough to understand that daddy just wanted to play football. I had been the top representative for a children's nonprofit when I met Joe. I was right up there with them, wearing all the latest fashions until I lost my job. I had to sell my home and move into a rental. I was down but not out. I was a little sad and embarrassed that my sisters had helped me out from time to time. I wanted to take care of myself. I met Joe about 3 months after I lost my job. He would always say to me, just move your stuff here and let me take care of you. You're going to spend all your savings, and then what? You're my wife. You belong here with me. So we were married in July after only knowing each other since August. I found a part-time job, but was always searching for something more stable, more income, more life-changing opportunity. So that day, we had our usual seafood feast at Lee's house: salad, crabs, shrimp kebabs, lobster tails, pink moscato. We laughed and cried as we went over the mistakes that we had made in life. I remember the time when we were selling Pure Seduction. Yes, we laughed. Yes, we went to do a huge party in Motor Beach for these island ladies. Shandi recalled. We had told them not to bring their male friends. So here we are with all these toys and lotions and everything in between. Without come all these men asking questions and saying that if you get a real man, you don't need a toy. Oh, Shani, how was about the ones who kept following us to our car? We laughed. Yeah, it seems like I've got myself into a real mess now, I said as I sipped my wine. I started to hit home that I was going home to a husband I hadn't spoken to or had sex with in a month. I was just about to get down when I got this text message. I don't know where you are, but you are still my wife, and it's my job to take care of you. I hope you're okay and come home safe. Your husband. It was 11:30 p.m. It was the latest I had been out, probably since we had been married. I had lost track of time. Usually I was home no later than 9 p.m., the time when the mall closed, but I hadn't even considered going home at a certain time since we weren't speaking. Wow, so it finally hit home with Joe. He realized that I could stay out too, and he didn't like it. Well, it felt good to me. Shani told me, "Don't go home, Eva. Stay here with me. Make them sweat." I thought about it, but my quick brain quickly went to the verses I had been studying. The sanctified wife sanctifies the husband. I was going to go home. I wasn't going to play tit for tat. When I walked in the house, I heard something I hadn't heard in a long time. Prayer. Prayer. It was Joe. I walked into our bedroom to find him on his knees. He didn't stop praying. I walked out, not wanting to interrupt. I went to the bathroom and took my shower. As I was coming out, Joe called to me. My stomach felt empty. I was so nervous. What was he going to say? This is it, I thought to myself. How am I going to make it without Joe? I don't want to live alone. I'm going to miss him so much. Who's going to hold me? Who will I stay up all with night? Who will I stay up with at night now? Who am I going to make breakfast for? It's okay. It's okay. You found a place. You're going to be fine. Shake it off, suck it up. You have to let it go. You've been here before. This isn't the first person to walk out of your life. I breathed and walked into the room, expecting the worst, wishing for the best. Baby, can we talk? Joe said. Yes, I said as I walked in the room. Baby, this has been the worst month of my life. I've been a terrible husband. I treated you so bad. You were right about the life, the drugs, the women, the pushing, everything. I'm not promising I'm going to be perfect, but I promise you to get better. Baby, please don't leave me. I don't want to live without you. You're my everything. You're the only peace I have, the only good thing in my life. I would lose it if I couldn't have you. Baby, please forgive me. Please stay. Don't go. I need you, Joe said. His face was wet with tears. I didn't know what to say or how to say it. It's what I prayed for, but what now? Were things really going to change? In that instance, it came to me. You change. Everything else will follow. Yes, baby, I'll stay, I answered with tears in my eyes and prayer in my heart. God was truly answering prayers. For the first time in what seemed like forever, my husband and I slept in the same room. On the following Monday, I went to see Dr. Stone. How are you today? She asked. Well, Joe and I slept together for the first time last night, and I don't know when, and I think he wants to work things out. That's a good thing. Marriage is work. You'll have to be willing to work at it. Yes, I have forgotten how much I love my husband and why I loved him. I want to make it work too. The more I pray and believe, the more I know God doesn't want me to leave my husband. I was ready to get a divorce, but God said to me not to give up on him. My destiny is in him. He's using me to minister to him so that Joe can minister to others. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than Joe. It's about God's plan for our lives. That's what I wanted you to come to, Dr. Stone said. You had to hear from God for yourself. I don't believe that people should give up so easily on their marriages. Life is full of obstacles, and we would never get anywhere if we quit every time things didn't go our way. Now, I'm not advocating for wives to stay in environments where they're not safe, but I'm happy you heard from the Lord about what you should do in your marriage. Every situation is different. Don't stay just to stay. Get a word from God. People that say that love is not all roses, I beg to differ. It is all roses, but you have to plant the seed, water it, give it air, like to grow. It also needs fertilizer, which isn't so nice to smell, but it's needed. And when it grows, you have to prune it and pull out the weeds. Yes, just like roses, you have to work on your marriage. So I guess we are through now. Yes, ma'am, I think so. I really appreciate everything, I said as I hugged her. Call or come by anytime, Eva. God be with you. And do remember to stay steadfast to what you heard from God. Change. We're going to stop there and go to our next chapter. You ready?